Have you ever wondered why Surah Maryam holds such a special place in the Quran? This question pulls at the heartstrings of many, as Surah Maryam is not just any chapter, it is the 19th chapter of the Quran, a significant placement that illuminates its importance. Named after Mary, the mother of Jesus, or Prophet Isa, as he is known in Arabic, this surah is a shining beacon of faith, righteousness, and the Day of Judgment. Surah Maryam is a beautiful tapestry woven with 98 verses, each shedding light on profound truths and profound narratives. It is revered by Muslims around the world for its depiction of the miraculous birth of Prophet Isa and the significance of Mary in Islamic tradition. The themes that run through this surah, faith, righteousness, and the Day of Judgment, are not just themes, they are guiding principles, signposts pointing the way to a life of spiritual fulfillment. As we delve into the events of Surah Maryam, we'll see these themes come to life. Surah Maryam begins with a prayer from a man named Zachariah. He was a devout man, a prophet, who had dedicated his life to serving his faith and his people. Yet one thing was missing from his life: a child. In his old age, he yearned for an offspring, someone to carry on his legacy and continue his work. His heart was filled with a profound longing, a yearning that echoed in his prayers. Prophet Zachariah turned to his Lord in secret, praying fervently, "O my Lord, do not leave me alone, though you are the best of inheritors." His plea was not merely for a child, but for a righteous child, a beacon of light and hope in a world that desperately needed it. And then the unimaginable happened. The angel Gabriel appeared to him, bearing a message of joy and hope. "O Zachariah," the angel said, "we give you good news of a son whose name will be Yahya." This was not just any child, this was Prophet Yahya, who is identified in English as John the Baptist, a revered prophet in his own right. Prophet Zachariah was astonished. How could this be possible? He and his wife were both advanced in age, well beyond the years of childbearing. His question was met with a simple answer: "Such is Allah. He does what he wills." And so, against all odds, a child was born. The birth of Prophet Yahya was a miracle, a testament to the power of faith and prayer. Prophet Zachariah's joy knew no bounds. His prayers had been answered, his heart was filled with gratitude and love. Prophet Yahya grew up to be a righteous man, just as his father had prayed. He was a beacon of light in his community, guiding people towards the path of righteousness. His life was a testament to the power of faith, the miracle of prayer, and the boundless mercy of the Almighty. This miraculous event sets the stage for another, even more astonishing birth. In the heart of Surah Maryam lies the miraculous birth of Prophet Isa. This event, revered in Islamic tradition, begins with the angel Jibril, also known as Gabriel, announcing to Maryam that she will bear a son. Mariam, a young woman known for her piety, was startled by this news. After all, she was not married, had not been unchaste, and thus pondered over how she could possibly conceive a child. Jibril reassured her, stating that when God decrees a matter, it simply is. This was to be a sign from Allah, a miracle, and so Mariam accepted this divine decree with faith and humility. Following this divine annunciation, Mariam secluded herself from her community. She withdrew to a place in the east alone, preparing herself for the birth of her child. This was a time of solitude and reflection for Mariam, as she pondered over the incredible task that had been entrusted to her. In due course, she gave birth to her son, alone under a palm tree. The pain of childbirth was immense, and in her distress, she wished she had died before this moment and was forgotten. But even in this moment of intense pain and isolation, she was not alone. A voice comforted her, telling her not to grieve, and provided her with a stream beneath her for sustenance. Then comes the miracle that left the world in awe. Mariam returned to her people, carrying the baby Isa in her arms. When her people accused her of wrongdoing, she simply pointed to the baby. To their astonishment, the infant Isa spoke, saying, "Indeed, I am the servant of Allah. He has given me the scripture and made me a prophet." This event, the miracle of Prophet Isa speaking from the cradle, is a significant moment in Islamic tradition. It signifies the power and will of Allah to enact miracles that are beyond human comprehension. Prophet Isa, even as an infant, was a prophet of Allah, endowed with wisdom and purpose. His miraculous speech not only defended his mother's honor, but also established his prophethood from the very beginning of his life. The birth of Prophet Isa in Surah Maryam is not just a story of a miraculous birth. It's a testament to Mariam's unwavering faith and obedience towards Allah. It shows us how Allah can make the impossible possible. It's a reminder of Allah's mercy, His power and His plan that is beyond human understanding. It also emphasizes the importance of patience and trust in divine wisdom. Mariam, in her solitude and pain, trusted in Allah's plan. Prophet Isa, from his cradle, spoke of service to Allah. Their lives, imbued with faith, serve as lessons for all of humanity. Through the birth of Prophet Isa, Surah Maryam illustrates the power of faith and divine intervention. It serves as a timeless reminder of Allah's infinite wisdom and the miracles that faith can yield. Beyond these miracles, Surah Maryam carries a profound message about faith and righteousness. This message is intricately woven into the narratives of Prophet Yahya and Prophet Isa, serving as a testament to the power and importance of unwavering faith and righteous conduct. The story of Prophet Yahya, for example, is not just a tale of miraculous birth. It is also an epitome of righteousness. His life, as depicted in the surah, was marked by piety, devotion, and a strong commitment to the path of righteousness. This is evident in verse 39, where it is said, "So also was Prophet Yahya righteous," underscoring the significance of leading a life of virtue. Similarly, the narrative of Prophet Isa in Surah Maryam is not merely about his miraculous birth. It is a testament to the power of faith. Prophet Isa, born to a virgin mother, is a miracle that was only possible because of the unwavering faith of Mariam. This is beautifully encapsulated in verse 20, where Mariam asks, "How can I have a son when no man has touched me?" The answer she receives, "Such is Allah, He creates what He wills," is a powerful affirmation of faith. These narratives, while recounting miraculous events, serve as a reminder of the virtues of faith and righteousness. They emphasize that faith is about unwavering belief in the divine, even when faced with the seemingly impossible. Righteousness, on the other hand, is about adhering to a path of virtue and morality, even when faced with trials and tribulations. These themes are not exclusive to the stories of Prophet Yahya and Prophet Isa. They permeate throughout Surah Maryam, underscoring the importance of faith and righteousness in the lives of all the prophets. And by extension, they serve as a call to us, the readers, to also strive for faith and righteousness in our own lives. Through these narratives, Surah Maryam encourages us to lead lives of faith and righteousness. It reminds us that faith is not just about belief, but also about living according to that belief. And righteousness is not just about morality, but also about living a life of virtue and piety. Finally, Surah Maryam warns of the impending Day of Judgment. This pivotal day is an inevitable event in Islamic belief, a day where all souls will be held accountable for their actions. In Surah Maryam, the Day of Judgment is referred to in several verses, each serving as a powerful reminder of the accountability we all have for our actions in this life. Throughout the surah, the Day of Judgment is depicted not as a day of fear, but as a day of justice. It's a day when every soul will be recompensed for what it has earned. No injustice will be done. This portrayal serves as a stark reminder to lead a life of righteousness, kindness, and faith, as our deeds in this world will determine our fate in the hereafter. One verse in particular stands out, "And warn them of the day of distress when the matter is decided, and yet they are in a state of carelessness and they do not believe." This verse serves as a reminder that the Day of Judgment is not a distant, abstract concept, but a reality that each of us will face. Despite this, many live in a state of heedlessness, disregarding the reality of the Day of Judgment. The repeated references to the Day of Judgment throughout Surah Maryam serve as an important reminder of the transient nature of this world. The life we lead here is temporary, but our actions have eternal repercussions. This teaches us the importance of leading a life filled with good deeds, kindness and faith. After all, it is these actions that we will be held accountable for on the Day of Judgment. Surah Maryam isn't just a chapter about miraculous births and the significance of faith. It is a chapter that reminds us to lead a life of righteousness, to never forget the impending Day of Judgment, and to always be mindful of our actions. In reminding us of the Day of Judgment, Surah Maryam underscores the importance of our actions in this life. As we come to the end of Surah Maryam, let's reflect on its key themes. This 19th chapter of the Quran, named after Mary, the mother of Jesus, or Isa in Arabic, holds a deeply revered place in Islamic tradition. It narrates two miraculous births, that of Prophet Yahya, Prophet Isa, showcasing the divine's power to bring forth life in the most unexpected circumstances. The surah also emphasizes the importance of faith and righteousness in our lives. It teaches us that faith isn't merely a belief but an active principle that should guide our actions. Its profound narratives urge us to strive for righteousness, to live according to divine principles, and to prepare for the Day of Judgment. This day is a constant reminder of the transient nature of our earthly existence and the eternal consequences of our actions. Surah Maryam, through its profound narratives and timeless themes, continues to inspire and guide us in our spiritual journey. For more interesting content, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive notifications for new video updates. Peace be upon you.